money invested in that house, and they're trying to take it. He is my brother. I got about $30,000. Who else will do that for their father, sir?
Oh,
Not this deadbeat. He's got my dad. Well,
hang on. Watch your mouths. Now listen, 85-48, don't start swearing in here. I'm as serious as a heart attack now. Stop it.
Yes, sir.
Donald versus Ronald Pittaway. 2502023. Who's Donald? Who's Ronald? Come on up here.
we're both down.
Your name, sir?
He's Donald Pittaway Senior, I'm Donald Pittaway Junior.
Well, who's the plaintiff? I can't even tell.
Me, but my father was the homeowner and stuff, and we had a discussion about that last time we were here in court.
Wait a minute. Who filed the claim?
I
You can't do that. Didn't I tell you that? Did I not tell you that?
tell him,
Did I not tell you that?
yeah, you said something about, well, you're not the homeowner.
Well, and so I adjourned it. You got to get a lawyer to handle this for you, sir.
I did.
It's not for you, it's for him.
I did wind up contacting an attorney. I don't have I can't meet with him until June 30th.
Your name?
Ronald Pittaway.
Who owns this home? You own this home? Yes? I can't hear you.
Yes,
And you're Donald Pittaway Senior, right?
yes.
And where's the property? On Maple Lane?
No, 2067 on Churchill Avenue.
Why is-
The Maple Lane is where he lives.
That's not where I live. My address is.
The property that we're talking about here, is it for Churchill Avenue? Is it for,
Yes. Yes.
That's where we live, sure.
do you live there?
That's my residence, yes. It's on my driver's license. I live there, my property's there. They're trying to take it.
Hang on a second.
They locked the doors on me and changed.
Time out. Time out. You're his son? Are you his son?
Yes.
Well, this isn't very fun.
Exactly.
Who else lives at that Churchill address? Do you live there, Don Pittaway Senior?
Yes, I do.
Do you live there, Don Pittaway Junior?
Correct.
And so does Ronald?
And he moved his stuff to the Maple Lane address, and he's trying to get away with living at two addresses when I'm trying to evict him. What's basically gonna happen?
Hang on. You are not trying to do anything because you're not the plaintiff. What do you mean, what happened? Mr.
My father's 85 years old, sir.
I don't think he's being disrespectful, but I can't just say whatever. I have to have the real party and interest starting the action. That being said, Ronald, come on. What was yesterday again?
June 15th,
Yeah, I know. What else was it?
Father's Day, that was there.
Yeah. Stop. I didn't ask you that. It was Father's Day, right?
Yeah, I just thought they were starting to fight yesterday.
Stop.
All my brothers with it.
Listen to me. How many dads you got? That's what I want you to answer. How many fathers you got?
One.
Okay. Yesterday was Father's Day. What a sad commentary that an 85-year-old, and how old are you?
He's 84. I'm just being accurate, sir.
All right. How old are you?
853.
My dad. See that guy in the mall?
I know Gerald.
Huh?
Gerald guy?
Who's my dad?
Yeah.
53 when he died. How old are you?
56.
You guys are carrying on like that in this world that's so short, this silly, ridiculous, and I've got a lot of other words I could call it, but they wouldn't be appropriate. Now, why aren't you just vacating the house without putting people through all this nonsense? I did not finish asking my question. You keep interrupting me. Why aren't you just moving out of the house? You live on Maple Lane? Yes or no? Do you live on Maple Lane, yes or no?
My address of residence is 20679 Churchill Avenue on my driver's license, certain my property's there, and I have money invested in that house, and they're trying to take it. He is my brother. I got about $30,000. Who else will do that for their father, sir?
Oh,
Not this deadbeat, he's got my dad broke.
hang on. Watch your mouths. Now listen, 85-48, don't start swearing in here. I'm as serious as a heart attack now. Stop it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lease with him?
Written, sir.
I'm talking to your dad. What did I tell you last week? I said you can't be his representative here. You're not sir, listen to me, please. Just so you don't think I'm being mean or anything. I cannot allow people to engage in the unauthorized practice of law, and that's what you're doing right now. You're not a lawyer, and you can't represent him. Period. I can't go over and set up a medical office and act like a doctor. You're not going to act like a lawyer. Now, I thought I made that clear. Did I not make that clear?
Yes, you made that clear.
Then why are you here doing the same thing? I don't care what the reason. Look, let me just try to help you guys. Maybe you can save a lot of people a lot of time and a lot of money on lawyers that maybe isn't quite necessary. What do you mean you put $30,000 into the house?
I got the receipts. I put a whole back patio,
You put in a back patio?
all brick pavers, 2 fireplaces, a hot tub. I did it for my mother because
How long ago?
it's like right around, it started on COVID, it got delayed.
Is your mother still alive?
No, she passed away.
When?
18.
So you're telling me you put in brick pavers and what else?
2 fireplaces, a hot tub. Well, it's all-
Where's this all
it's
at?
all on at my desk.
In the back.
Yes, sir. I got pictures and.
And you did this 7, 8 years ago.
No, it's a few years ago. I promised my mom
Well,
I'd take care of it.
Wait a minute, wait. When did you do that? What year?
It started in 2020.
But your mom was already deceased.
I promised her I'd take care of it.
Your mom was already
I
deceased.
promised her I'd take care of it. I made a promise to my mom and I honored my aunt. When I moved in there for my divorce, I promised her I'd take care of it. A tree fell down, destroyed the pool. They paid to have that. My dad didn't have the money. I did. So I pulled it out and I took care of it, like I promised.
You did this 5 years ago.
It started off.
Was there any
Sent him over there doing some-
was there any agreement that you told your mom you were going to do this, right?
Yes, I did.
Because you wanted to be a good son to your mother.
Yes, sir.
And you took care of it even after your mother died.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything in writing that says your mother, stop, don't interrupt me. Do you have anything in writing that says your father, Don Pittaway Sr. here, agreed to pay you? Yes or no?
No.
You have anything in writing from your mother saying she agreed to pay you, even though this happened 2 years after she passed?
Anything I did.
Yes or no?
No.
How are you gonna win this? You wanna say something? How long you been living there?
Since like 2018,
18? How much you been paying in rent?
$50 a week, just like he paid, my other brother paid 0. And everything I put into the house, my dad said would be taken off my rent.
Have you been paying the rent $50 a month or a week?
My dad took like five.
Sir,
Yes.
have you been paying your father $50 a week?
Yeah, he just took like $500 on my bank account.
No.
They take more than.
Wait. You have this terrible habit of interrupting me. Have you been paying since 2018 $50 per week?
Yes,
How you been paying that?
cash,
Check?
cash.
Did he take 50? Has he been paying you 50 a week? Look. You know what I think?
I have proof.
How do you have proof? Did he sign receipts? How do you have proof? Did he sign receipts saying every week, my son, Ronald Pittaway, paid me $50 to cover his rent for this past week? Do you have proof of that? You have receipts like that? I'm asking you a question.
But make sure I don't interrupt you, sir. I got my bank statements right there. My dad took it out of my bank account. From the bank, I got them out there. They'll verify that he took it out.
For 6 years, hang on,
He's on my bank account.
for 6 years, he's been taking $50 a
He
week.
takes money whenever he wants to.
Have you been taking money out of his account?
Here's what happened.
Oh,
I didn't even know that he was on the account. And then all of a sudden, I found out he hasn't been paying me any rent. He pays the rent. He's paying.
Who's he?
Ronnie doesn't pay nothing.
Who's he? Don Pittaway Jr.? You pointed to this son. Wait, you pointed to this son, right? He's been paying rent.
He's been paying, but the other guy right over there has not. And every time I try to collect from him or something, no, I ain't giving nothing. Well, it was like 6 months ago or something. I found out that he has a bank account where I'm at, and my name's on there as runner-up or whatever you want to call it. So I start taking money out of there.
You did?
Just a minute, he found out about it, and so he cut me off of that. I can't go in there and get money out of the bank anymore for my $50 because he's killed me on.
You kind of lost me. Who's on the bank account?
He's the head on the bank account, and I just found out by accident that I was on there. So I said, well, good, then I'm gonna start taking my $50 a week.
When did you start doing that?
Oh, what, about a year ago or something like that, whatever it was, I would just take it, $50, and he found out, and then he just cut me off of there. But for years, he didn't pay me nothing. My son here did.
Even if you've been paying, you have nothing here. You have nothing. He has a right to kick you out. You guys didn't sign a 10-year agreement or anything, did you? He has a right to kick you out.
everything is perfect.
All right, well, that isn't good enough.
I understand that part. But he still can't change the locks and throw me out without evicting me.
You didn't do that, did you?
Yeah, he did,
Who's he?
my brother. I told
And
him
also,
I'm not.
You guys are trying,
criminal complaints against.
you guys are trying-
malicious destruction of property. I'd like to let you see if you'd like to see it.
you guys are trying to be your own lawyer. That never ends well. Never. Oh, how do families get this angry at one another? I don't get it. You have to heed my advice. You cannot represent your father. He seems completely competent to me, by the way. Why don't you have a seat, Mr. Don Pittaway Jr. in the back? And Don Pittaway Sr., would you like to stand at the podium or would you like to have a seat at the council table right there?
I don't know.
No, I'm just asking you how you're going to feel more comfortable. You want to stand or you want to sit?
Probably sit, I guess.
Sit. Mr. Why don't you sit down? You're not getting anywhere with me, Ronald Pittaway. $50 a week on Churchill and Brownstown, that's a pretty nice area. Will you move me in for $50 a week? I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't want to hear anymore. This is silly. Do you also live on Maple Lane?
Yes, I also live on Maple Lane.
Why
I
do
had to
you,
move in there because they changed lots on me while I was at my buddies when his dad died, emptied out his house. They lived on certain farms. So I was helping him, his dad had a hoarder.
you have, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
They got my washer dryer, my hot tub.
I don't even think I have a triable issue now. I really don't. I have to have a triable issue. I'm telling you right now, Don Pitaway Jr., don't stand up at that podium again and act like you're representing your father. Do you hear me?
I understand.
This is kind of all coming back to me now. I'm adjourning this 1 week. You guys want to come in and tell me the same kind of thing? I'm going to order you out in 10 days. You want to come in here if you've got a lawyer or some legal argument to make that's legitimate, then I'm going to find there's a triable issue. So far, I haven't. I find this more sad than anything. I really do. I get this families fight, dads and sons and mothers and daughters and mothers and sons and dads, and daughters, and but I don't understand it. I'm adjourning this case 1 week. If you don't come back with some legitimate legal argument other than I honored my mother's wishes that she asked me before she died, and in 2020 did some work around the house. Stop. You look like you were going to cut me off again. Then I'm gonna order you out. You want to try some other legal theories? Feel free. I'm giving you 1 week to get a lawyer to do whatever you want to do. Maybe you need to find another one, Don Pitaway Senior. I don't care. June 23rd at what time, Jen?
10:30, Your Honor.
At 10:30 in the morning, and that's it. I find this incredibly sad. Good luck.
Can I get my property out of there?
I don't know what your decision is.
Well.
Are you saying you want to relinquish?
Like I said, that I'm gonna have 10 days, and I wanna be able to go get my stuff. I got the doors locked. I have to call the police to get.
Sit down. You're pushing me. Don't push me. Now you want to stand from the pews back there and start debating why he shouldn't be able to do that? You're not the real party of interest. You got no business being here except to observe. How many times I got to tell you that? Wait. When I issue this order, this judgment, if I decide to enter the judgment, I'm still going to give you a week if you want. You guys, sir, you're going to let him come in and get his property. If I have to treat you all like children and have the police stand by and set a specific time, then I will do that. Stop. Stop acting like children.
He
I'm,
was there the other day and taking his stuff out.
is that true?
Still some left
Some of the
in.
stuff I put my washer and dryer, my dad tried.
Is that true?
Yes, but they
Is-
wouldn't.
hang on.
They wouldn't let me in the house to get the other stuff.
Yeah. Hang
They wouldn't
on.
let me in the house, Mark locked it.
Stop.
He doesn't. own
Stop.
a washer or dryer.
I got proof.
I'm getting tired of hearing you say you have proof. Where's your proof?
I bought the washer and dryer from Sears, it was on my credit card. Please,
How many years ago?
shoot, about 20.
You're not taking the washer and dryer, okay? You're not taking the washer and dryer that you bought 20 years ago. What else?
My hot tub out the back.
Do we have a problem with him taking the hot tub? Not you. You don't say a word, Mr. Pitaway Jr. You have a problem with him taking his hot tub? What else do you want besides your hot tub?
Like I said, the freezer and the two pictures that are downstairs that Sean had stored that they wouldn't let me get access to.
What's the free? You have a problem with him taking the freezer?
No, it's empty.
You have a problem with it?
down there.
What's the pinchers? I don't know what you mean.
Pictures. My friend started some of his stuff.
Pictures.
He's got some antique.
What kind of pictures?
They're antique pictures. They were sitting on top of the freezer.
Well, you gotta be more descriptive.
They're my friend Sean, when we were moving his dad out.
You gotta be more descriptive.
Two big pictures, antique pictures. He's
Of
got,
what?
they're just antique pictures he had down there. He was-
I know, but are they to depict the baseball field, World War II? What do they depict?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, then why do you need them
Because they're
so
my
bad?
friends, I need to get them out of there. And his motorcycle's in my dad's garage. They were storing it for my dad. My brother got mad, pulled the gun out, poked me with it.
Oh my God, you guys are out of control.
Listen, and
Hang on, hang on. Do you have is there a motorcycle in the garage?
They come over to get it, just the other day, and, they couldn't get it started, so he towed it back into the garage. They're gonna come.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like anybody disagrees about the freezer. Hang on,
He put.
hang on. Or the motorcycle, or the pictures. I guess, do you disagree that he can take the pictures?
They're his, take them. We told him he can have that freezer, and, what else is that, Donnie?
What else do you need?
That's everything I have. I don't know where they put everything.
Hang on.
They took my room, put stuff in the.
Mr. Pitaway, I want a list from you. So far, you've told me two antique pictures that you don't have a clue of what they depict. Which I guess if I wanted a picture, I'd at least know.
Can I suggest something to be just real quick about this? Say the board's time. Can I have 30 days? I'll have it out. I'll go to my dad, go through the stuff. I'll get it out in 30 days. And if you don't hear from us, you know everything's good, but give us 30 days. I'll have it out. And then.
Hang on.
Is that fair?
I can adjourn this a week.
30 days.
Why do you need 30 days? Where are you working at?
General Motors, we're there every day of the week.
You've got 1 week. Come on.
We have a trailer. I'm trying to figure, I gotta find storage and everything else. I mean.
I think Don Jr. Pitaway should stay out of this, to tell you the truth. Don Senior, can you collaborate okay with your son here? I'm talking about with Ronald.
I'd rather handle it through my dad, yes.
What's that?
I'd rather handle it through my dad, yes. And I'll talk to him on the phone, tell him we're coming over. And if, like I said, it's gonna take about
All
30 days.
Okay, hang on. What do you want to do, Mr. Pitaway Senior?
I don't know why it's gonna take 30.
I don't even.
How do you pick up a hot tub?
You get a truck and you get some friends and they come and help you. You should be able to do that today if you want.
That's not how a hot tub works.
Okay. Well, how do you intend to move the hot tub?
Well, I'm gonna get some money, I'm gonna call people that deliver and see if they'll come in back and get it. The guy that dropped it off, I'm trying to get a hold of him and see if he'll do it. And get some people, where it's at, you kind of gotta wheel it.
He filed this May 20th. How about I'm gonna adjourn it 1 week. I'm gonna let you guys figure this out.
And two,
I'm not gonna be here in 2 and I don't wanna move at 3. Do you have a problem with 3 weeks? If I adjourn this 3 weeks?
I'd rather do it sooner than that, but whatever.
I'm not gonna be here June 30th, so it's either gotta be June 23 or July 7th. Is that okay? July 7th?
I guess.
At what time, Jen?
10 o'clock.
At 10 a.m. All right, that's what I'm doing. Okay? July the 7th at 10 a.m. You guys come back. Don Pitaway Jr., I think you should probably really stay out of this, and I don't think I can emphasize that enough, and I know you're not going to listen.
We have a younger son, and Donnie's been taking care of him or whatever. That's why he's basically running everything, because,
All right.
I'm gonna be 85, and I ain't got that long to go.
And I mean, and that's what exactly my point is. It's a sad commentary. You guys are fighting with this. Jeez. Look, I'm gonna move this.
I don't hate my son. He just acted up a few times, that's all.
Okay. I would hope that you guys could resolve this. Really. I don't want
We
to,
did the other day, but let's just see what's happening, so whatever.
Be
He's gonna
nice.
get all his stuff out of the garage.
If this is you and your brother fighting, let this be you and your brother not seeing each other, but stay in touch with your dad. July 7th, come on back here. You guys see what you can work out in the meantime, will you? I really mean that. Good luck. Don Jr., maybe you should stay out of this,
No,
but don't come up to the podium again, sir. Did you hear what I said? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. See you in 3 weeks. Good luck. Barnaby Bell versus Tamisha Bell.